All right. I want to know how many of you subscribe to certain retailers and you get emails in your inbox about specials and sales. And right now, when this episode releases, it is back to school time, the month of August of 2022. And I have been bombarded from Shoe Carnival and Nike.com and The Gap and Athleta and Lululemon and Dick's Sporting Goods. Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm thinking about all of the email lists that I belong to that I have received all of these emails about back to school, print out this coupon, bring in the QR code, download this app, bring it in, and you'll get 20% off the Nike book bag or backpack or whatever. How many of you are just like me and have signed up for those emails over the past few years? I know that you're just like me in doing that, right? Now, granted, some of them can get a little spammy. I'll be the first to admit that, but chances are is that you signed up with that particular retailer or that particular business because they A, have a product that you like, and B, you want to hear from them because they have certain sales specials, things going on with their business that you want to know about because you want to take advantage of those offers that they have, right? I mean, I know that you're like me and you've done this before. And more than likely, when you have signed up for that email for that particular offer, you got a 20% offer. I think, gosh, even Nordstrom does like a 30% off one full priced item or something like that. And I was like, heck yeah, I'll sign up for that. Right? Okay. It was a salacious offer. It was 35% off. I can't remember, but it was something really significant, so much so that I was like, shoot, yeah, I'll give you my email for that particular deal. Okay. I know that you all have done the same very thing, right? The same thing. Okay. So if you're like so many clients that I've talked to over the years, you may think that email marketing is as dead as the dinosaur age, right? I know I can't even begin to tell you how many people I've talked to who have thought that. And I'm here to tell you that that is absolutely 1000% flawed thinking. Okay. If you're spending all of your time on social media, on Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, whatever, Instagram, if you need to understand that you do not own your social media platforms, Facebook and Google do, and they can shut that stuff down, your accounts down whenever they want. It's happened to me before as well too. It was a couple of years ago, but I was like, oh my God, this is the way that I'm communicating with people. Okay. But here's the thing. You don't own your social media platforms, but you do own your email list. All right. You do own that. So when all else shuts down and Instagram, what was it? I think it was about a year ago, Instagram decided to shut down for 24 to 36 hours. Nobody could post on anything. And I'm telling you, some of these influencers who have no email marketing strategy, they were freaking out. They were freaking out because they use Instagram to communicate with their core clients. And when that was shut down, they had no way of knowing who those people were and how to reach them otherwise. That is scary. That is not what you want. And so I'm going to share with you today the 3 basic components you need to have in place to get in front and stay in front of your clients. Okay. So this is a short episode, but a really good one as well too. So let's talk about what are these 3 things. Okay. The first one, your email signature. Now, I believe it was in an episode before, maybe it was 2 episodes ago when I was talking about your social media bio. Here's what I want you to do. Just like your social media platforms have a section for your bio, we need to be using that bio for your email signature. All right. So many of you are using, frankly, Google as your email services provider, and you don't have an actual professional signature, and we need to change that. All right. So this is where you include your name, a little bit about you, and how people can find you. Link to your website, your opt-in, your freebie that you have, your Calendly link, whatever it is. Think about what is that next action step that you would want someone to take when they receive an email from you. Okay. And that needs to be the link And that needs to be the live link in your email signature. Okay. So if you're a business owner, you need to communicate with people online who you are, what you do, and how you're an expert in your niche. Okay. So that email signature line, I mean, on mine, I believe I think it's 25 years of professional experience. I mean, that's what makes me an expert. I've got 25 years of professional experience, right? So think about what is your, what is your authority statement? What does that mean? What does that look like for you? That needs to be incorporated as well. But also be thinking about that live link to your website, your freebie, calendar link, whatever, because that email signature needs to tell people what they can do next with you. All right. So email signature, that's number one. Now, number two, let's talk about email marketing. All right. So we want to build an email list to ensure that your message gets in front of those people who want to hear from you, regardless if there's an outage on Instagram. Okay. So there are two steps that you can take to get started with email marketing. Number one is just pick an email marketing platform. I tell so many people, and MailChimp does not pay me to say this, but I say it anyway. MailChimp is such an easy, intuitive email marketing service. They also have what I call lead pages, opt-in pages. If you have a freebie out there, you can collect people's name and email address on a freebie, on opt-in page through MailChimp. And you all, I believe MailChimp is free for under 500 emails. If you do want to leverage the opt-in pages, the lead magnet pages that they have, I think it's like 10 or 12 bucks a month to be able to have access to that functionality. But oh my gosh, it's like cheap. That is so cheap in the grand scheme of things. So I want you to pick an email marketing platform such as MailChimp. You may use ActiveCampaign. I mean, there's so many services out there, but just figure out what service is going to work best for you. But pick an email marketing platform. And then number two, you need to be emailing your list weekly with valuable content. Okay. I email my email list weekly with a transcript from my podcast and a link to the podcast if somebody just wants to go listen to it. So that is the content that I am sending out to my email list on the weekly. All right. Now, when I am launching a certain product or service, like I'm going to be launching here in August, a speaker series that I'm doing, and you're probably going to see more emails from me about that particular thing over a 2-week period of time. All right. But weekly, you're going to get some sort of valuable content from me. All right. So I want you to think about how you can build your list. What does that valuable content look like for you? And this is something that you've got to think about. You've got to put some time into. I spend a Sunday afternoon once a month planning out my content for the next month for social media and email marketing. All right. So anyway, okay. So pick your platform, your marketing platform, MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, whatever it is. And then you need to be emailing your list weekly with that valuable content. All right. The third thing that you need to be doing is you need to have some sort of lead magnet in place. All right. All a lead magnet is capturing that customer email address. So in order, it's a token for something that you might give them in return. So like what I was talking about earlier at the beginning of the podcast with Nordstrom, when I signed up to be on their email list, I got an email, or I think I signed up for it at the store. Actually, it was 35% off one full priced item in return for your email address. That was a lead magnet. That's all it was. Here's the coupon code. Here's your $35 off this one time, higher ticket purchase, 35% off. And we're going to get your email address and we're going to email you all of the offers and things that we have going on throughout the year. Great. Perfect. Boom. Sign me up. All right. A lead magnet for me. In fact, here in September, I'm going to be launching a really cool lead magnet all about my DISC personality assessment. And it's a quiz that you can take, and it'll tell you what your DISC profile type will be. And then I have a 5-video series that talks about each personality profile type in great detail, how you can message and market to specific types. I even have a couple of handouts. That's my freebie, y'all. That is like a mini course that I am giving away in return for your email. All right. So it's got to be something that is, you know, a free item or service given away in return for someone's email address. But I'm telling you, it's got to be something meaty, weighty. It's got to be really awesome because people are very private with their emails, as you very well know. I mean, it has been really, I'll say this much, growing my email list has been it feels like a snail's pace at times for sure. But at least I know that the people that I have on my email list are highly engaged. My open rates on my emails that I send out are between 40 and 60%. Y'all, that's huge. Okay. People are opening my emails. They want to see the content that I have because I provide them valuable content. So that's how I need for you to be thinking about your lead magnet as well too. What is something of significant value that you can give to someone for free? And if you have, let's talk about, okay, if you're a lawyer, you're a family law lawyer, and you know, you can put out you can develop a PDF overview as to, you know, the 10-step process of getting a divorce, and have a checklist of the financial things, you know, that people need to be aware of, and you know, giving them lots of advice as to what they need to do as part of this checklist or whatnot. That's hugely valuable. Oh my God, I wish I would have had something like that when I got a divorce, right? So if you are a medical professional who has aesthetic services that you offer, Botox and that kind of thing, you know, talking about the different services and the pros and cons of each, and the checklist of what you need to do to prepare, you know, for your first Botox procedure, or, I mean, just things like that. What are the questions that you get asked of all the time in your business? Make a freebie out of it, because I can guarantee you, if people are asking you questions, you know, I call them the frequently asked questions all the time, you need to develop some sort of content, put it out there into the world, ask for people's email address, and they're going to think that they just landed on a gold mine. Okay. So think about that lead magnet. What does it look like for you? It's a free item or service given away in return for someone's email address. All right. So just to recap, the 3 things that you need to have in place to be successful with your email marketing. Number 1, your email signature. As simple as that. Take a look at your email signature line, whether that's a Microsoft Outlook, on Google, wherever it is that your email provider is. You need to have a signature line where you tell people, you know, who you are, what you do, and how you're an expert in your niche and industry. And you need to have some sort of clickable link that tells people what you want them to do in that next step with connecting with you. All right. So email signature, number 1. Number 2, email marketing. And this is a 2-step process as well too. Pick your email marketing platform. MailChimp is what I recommend. And email your list weekly with valuable content. All right. So email marketing. And then number 3, a lead magnet. What is the thing that you can put out there into the world that gives that offers great value to your customers and clients that you serve in return for their email address? Because we want to grow those email lists for your business, because you cannot be relying solely on social media. Social media is fantastic and wonderful, and it's a huge aspect of what can help grow your business in a free way. But if anything ever goes down with social media, you know, Instagram decides to take a day off or whatever, you still have access to your people through your email list. And that is exactly what you need to have in order to remain relevant, stay in front of, and continue to capture perfect clients into your list, and be in front of them on the regular. All right. So the 3 things that you've got to do to be successful with your email marketing, go do it like today. And if you need help with that, click the link in my bio and let's connect, because I'd love to help you. All right. Until next week, have a great one.